welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. When last we left off, I did do a little bit of the story, and for today I think I'm just gonna do some side quests, just for a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them. If I have time to do all of them, I probably will. Just condense them all, or maybe I'll do enough for the episode, and then maybe, you know, cut a few of them out. Just the ones that I don't really think are going to be all that interesting, but that's kind of the only thing I have planned for today. It's been a few days since I've had to record, at least not from the last episode, but from this session particularly. Without further ado, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you want to see more, and let's continue with Final Fantasy 16. Okay, let's get started on this guy down here. Might be interesting. I mean, he's all the way out here, so I might as well. And plus, this guy always has something interesting. These are the few times that I've done a mission for him or a quest for him. Nigel.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Yes,
Vaguely.
yes I do. Sort of.
Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
Bring you a bucket of dirt.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out.
Morbles.
Are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor,
I mean, you're
assure
saying a
you,
lot
is
of stuff,
scientifically
but
sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
whatever. I'll give you
And all you need
your
is a
plants.
single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria.
Right.
Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
Right.
How timely.
Well,
Convenient.
I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess that's not that big a deal. Use the hunt board to locate an extraordinary Morble. So, yeah. A hunt. Time to hunt. Now the real question is, should I hunt now or hunt a little bit later?
Heard you were in Canva fetching young Ned.
Yeah. I did.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like Miss Medidol?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Oh man, these people are just talking. Yeah, let me go ahead and activate a few more missions after I check this out. Yeah. Ask about Morble sightings. Yay. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kuko. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why. This guy. Ooh. Carrot. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of 3 reeds, do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is, in truth, another root vegetable entirely. An exotic species of Morble that uses a modified carrot-like vine. Did it actually have it in the photo? Anyway, carrot-like vine as a lure to draw its prey close before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. A cruel way for nature to to turn these times of privation, whatever, to her advantage. Okay, the Whispering Waters of Rosaria then, huh? The Dread Comet. Oh man, that sounds scary. Okay, well, I know where that's going to be at. It's going to be in Rosaria. And I would definitely check that out as soon as I can.
She can't kick this up. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Yeah, what the heck? Why are you...
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment.
Well, let her be
Tried
passionate.
offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Oh, thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Tears of Mercy. Let's talk to Taria.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my
Tear?
tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
Is that like a plant?
You wouldn't,
What is that?
Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent,
Okay.
near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Interesting. I think I know what they're doing.
I won't forget this.
I won't say much on it, but I know what they're doing. Slay a mightling for its eye. Some of these What does he
Alright, Clive.
want?
Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Blackthorn seems like a temperamental fellow. Yeah, I might as well talk to him.
Speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Okay, so now I
Paul said it was an
think I'm gonna
army
just
of
go
a-
ahead.
What was
Yeah, I'm
happening
gonna
to Ned and the
speak to
others?
Blackthorn. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do a lot of hunting. I'm already being sent out on 2 different excursions, so I might as well talk to him because I have a feeling that this is gonna lead me to leave the area anyway.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again.
This is an intervention.
You got better things to do with your time.
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
Never
Zoltan.
mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse
This dude's got some issues, man.
second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
Force it out of him
He'd be
if we
too happy
must.
to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have
Or
left.
Dravozd.
He's the chief.
I don't remember that area.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
North
been
of
there.
the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make
Oh wait,
sure
I think I
Blackthorn
have
don't
seen
get
that
cold
area.
feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Maybe? I don't... The name itself doesn't sound very familiar, but the location, the general location they give does.
Tomes wouldn't happen to have letters in them, would they?
In any case, let's go ahead and let's head out. Yeah, I remember now. I came across this area once while wandering.
Get it, boy!
Time to do the most important thing. There. Let's talk to this person.
Down already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
This guy.
Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
I mean,
Promise I won't
Blackthorn
throw the
seems like
first
a type of
punch.
person who would start
I'll do it
something
after you.
specifically so he could finish it.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
This whole area looks like that one location.
So this is Dravozd.
Where we dealt with those
What's going on,
children.
is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Forge on the hill.
The forge on the hill.
You'll be needing it.
I take it Zoltan's probably not a particularly nice guy. Speak with Zoltan.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Fire the forges. Are the forges out? There's like no fire.
Why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very
Okay, so we're gonna have to do something about this. Whatever's going on in this town.
Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
Well, he did say there's a river of bad blood between them, so I mean, actually doesn't shock me that he would be so apprehensive and aggressively angry at him.
Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right, and the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
Yeah, as I said.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't
What
matter
the heck is that in the
I don't want to
corner?
be the greatest smith alive just
Is
because
that a giant chicken? Or a small giant chicken?
Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
I mean, why do we have technology that could help people? We're not
Sid made
giving it
those things for
to everyone
us.
else.
They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate.
There's literally
Sid's
no reason not to
creations
at
were
least
never
share a
meant to
little
be
bit of it.
hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin.
Salamander skin.
Leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat.
Oh,
Luckily
okay.
for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Slay a desert salamander in the fields of Karava. Alrighty, so... Hunt. Again. That's all we're doing, hunting. I'm sure there's... Oh, it shouldn't be that far then. Yeah, let's just run out there and kill the first animal we see that looks remotely similar to a lizard. I'm just trying to avoid that guy. I don't want to get into an unnecessary battle with something that probably kick my ass. Some of these animals, they're not even that hard to take out, but I don't feel like getting into unnecessary fighting. I only want to fight what I need and move on.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Oh.
There's a good boy.
This thing is not gonna go down that easily, huh? There. A little bit. Made things a little bit easier. I think I have like too much fire attacks on, but it's whatever. Salamander skin is good enough.
For a decent set of bellows.
Let's just hurry up and get there. And there we go. Now we.
What's this all about then?
Blackthorn.
Trouble finding the skin?
Nope.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Slaughtered the crap out of it.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Sometime later. Look guys, this fire will be the best fire you will ever need.
I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravozd is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravozd needed.
Interesting. I guess that makes sense why he would be
gifted,
so angry at him, because he just couldn't be that guy.
I hate his guts.
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
Well, it's certainly a job.
A while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Yeah, I think I should just move on now to like maybe the next
that's not
quest.
To a storehouse in the bales.
Now it's time to do the next part of one of these quests, because I am going to do these eventually, just not right now. Just gonna leave them for now, so I won't have to worry too much about them. How do I get through this area again? Just again, I get like this area specifically for some reason I get confused about. I don't know why. I just do.
Come, my children.
I think it's just because it kind of has this weird wraparound to it that confuses me. That's all it is.
I know you're all afraid, but now is not the time.
Alright, let's try to see if I can cut around these guys first. Oh no, I can't. Probably might have to fight.
Time to fight.
This guy's like on the ground getting killed. Okay, now time to deal with these things.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
Yeah, but they're not that big a deal, so it's okay. Come on. Oh yeah, I still have this thing. Oops, wrong button. It looks like he's just sort of standing there barking at him. And I don't know why. He just the dog's sitting there barking at spiders instead of fighting them. Alrighty.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Let's see, use the hunt board. It was in Rosaria. So let's go to Rosaria. What part of it was it though? I just gotta remember what part it was in. 3 reeds. Yeah. I think I do remember this. They did mention 3 reeds, so it's more than likely gonna be within this general area. We just have to find it. Hello, Chocobo.
Come on.
Yeah.
Chocobo. Whoops, wrong way. Chocobo. Okay, so this would be the what did they say to go? Oh man, I really am trying to remember where the hell it said. The exact location, actually. Whispering Waters, that's what it is. Again, I'm going the wrong way. I keep going like completely different directions. It would be this way, right? I think I've only been here maybe once. I don't remember. I'm 999% sure I've only been here once, so. And there it is. The carrot himself. What's up, Doc?
Just any more bullets. All right then.
Oh, come on. Almost, come on. Gotta put some effort into it. He's gonna be doing a crap ton of the damage himself. Great. Okay.
That's better.
I think these little puddles do like passive damage. That's what it seems like.
Too slow.
This isn't going to be a very long transformation, but that's alright. I just need to do a lot of damage. Yeah, I just need to do as much damage as possible so I won't have to fight this guy for too much longer. Come on, man.
Let's try.
For some reason I missed. I don't know why. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea why that one move, like, it was a counter. I dodged perfectly and countered it, but for some reason it didn't actually hit him.
Let's try.
Oh, this thing is almost dead. It's no wonder it's freaking out. I had like one hit point of damage. I think I did pretty good.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Alrighty, now it's time to head back to the hideaway. Oops, almost dropped my thing. Anyway, yeah. Head back to the sneak away. And I just now realized they're all numbered. How long did it take me before I realized these things were numbered? Anyway, let's just do these back in order again. Talk to the guy way the hell over there first, and then I'll worry about Blackthorn and the infirmary after that. Shouldn't take too long. fact, it should be fairly straightforward. 'Cause this guy is gonna talk my ear off about like plants and stuff anyway, so might as well. What up, botanist man?
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
That's not my satchel.
Yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality.
Please choose words
If I can successfully
more carefully.
graft this to the Morganbeards. When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
Well, glad I could be of service with your throbbing plants. That's just those are your words, not mine.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
Glad I could be of assistance.
Let's hope you don't ask for more.
You've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Nice little nursery he's got here. It actually looks a little bit more like one of those giant, like a giant beer stein or something like that. Consumable potency maximized. I'm assuming I won't die nearly as quickly now. You have attained the vial invigorated Morgan beard extract. Further increase the potency of most consumables, both potions, high potions that restore even more, while strength stone skin and lion heart tonics last even longer. Nice. It's totally worth it. You know, I find the side quests inside of the hideaway to be a little bit more effective than like some of the side quests outside of it. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the fact that it's part of this particular ecosystem, as opposed to it just being out in the wild. Like, yeah, you're getting materials from out in the wild, or you're getting money, but here it's from like your own contractors and your own people. It's just something that I noticed that I thought was kind of neat. Maybe that's true. I'm not entirely sure. I just noticed that like a good majority of my upgrades are coming from within my own hideaway area.
Thank goodness you're back. Taya looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Taya's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless.
Right.
I wish there was another way.
Yeah. I know exactly what what that is. They're not outright saying it, but I think I know what that is. I know what they're doing.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Taya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigue. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Well, I guess that's it for that one. All right, now on to Blackthorn, since, you know.
Cole said it was an army.
So I can watch him like cry like a baby or something. Who knows? Might end up being like very grateful. It'd be like, oh man, these things are gonna be great now. But there's a good chance he might just become a blubbering baby.
Gentlemen,
I hope. He seems like the type of person who needs a good cry.
In one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pico Cinder. How'd you come by this?
Well, it's a long story.
And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. You didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he?
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
like
I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
sitting there spilling all that tea. Just going like, oh yeah, man, he totally, he was like up all night, crying, thinking about you, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. About to put Zoltan back in his place.
Anytime I hear the name Zoltan, I'm thinking of the movie Big
Ain't
with
got the art to tell 'em
Zoltar.
how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
I suppose. Blacksmith's Blues 3. Burros design? I don't know what that is. It's probably a new weapon, but who knows?
If it's knowledge you seek, We've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
I'm gonna check something out real fast because I kind of want to know whether or not it would be worth doing now or a little bit later. Because I actually didn't pay that much attention to this one specific hunt. I just kind of read that it was a giant chicken, like an angry chicken, but still. I gotta see what its ranking is. Oh, it's an A rank. So I might actually die if I try this one. The hunters of Tabor speak of the wild chocobo that hunts not only the nearby Badlands, but also their dreams. For it exhibits ferocity rarely seen in the species and has ripped more than a dozen of their comrades from gizzard to groin, and feasted upon their flesh. So it's like a cannibalistic chicken. It's actually not that uncommon. The bird is far past taming. It must needs to be put down. Yeah, somebody needs to fix that. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say it must be put down or it needs to be put down. Anyway. Where is it? The sickle, the Mechia. Okay. Looks like that's going to be it for today. I didn't do a whole lot because I just wanted to do a couple of side quests here and there. I'll probably do some of the other ones outside of the hideaway off camera. I don't really think anybody really cares that much for the side quests, so I'll just pick and choose which ones I want to do on camera and which ones I want to do off camera. But until then, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.